Okay, cool. Okay, then let me officially say hello and welcome to this webinar. We have March 3rd, 2022, but might be you are watching this a little later, this interview, and it is my entire pleasure to have here on the, I think last I have to do it like this, and it will later be mirrored. So we have Dr. Zeniq in the middle here from India, and we have Carsten Gotovi, my 30 years old friend from Germany, living next to me. And those gentlemen are really experts when it comes to blockchain, when it comes to crypto and everything related. So as you might have already listened to the presentation of the entire ecosystem, what is in for you, you might have certain other questions, and you might also hear it from people who are, let's say, kind of experts and well asked for people when it comes to come on stage, be a keynote speaker, talk about your expertise. Let me start with you, Carsten, introducing him. He is in the same age like I am. He's in the same community living like I do. He is coming from the same area in Germany. We know each other for 33 years, roughly. And it's an amazing gentleman, I can tell you. He is hosting his own brand of crypto expertise, kind of come-togethers several times a week, and people make use of his advices big time. And it's quite good to listen to what he is saying, because he just know, and that's so cool. So Carsten, I want to ask the first thing, because we have some experts for sure also listening today. And when it comes to blockchain, like I always say in our presentation, blockchain is Bitcoin. That's not the case. We all know this. There's so many blockchains. So let me ask you, there are good ones, there are less good ones, there are fast ones, there are very slow ones, and that is depending on their, the purpose of those blockchains. Now, what and where do you see the advantage of Zeniq? Why do you believe, if you believe, that this has a chance to be probably the next standard, the next first choice for every project going on a blockchain?
Yeah, thank you very much for your kind introduction. And Zeniq has been developed by a very genius architect behind the scenes, Mr. Peter, who is working with his big team for 10, 12 plus years internationally for the biggest blockchain companies you can think of, the biggest exchanges. So he collected a lot of experiences. He knows exactly who is doing what and how. So, and he came up with the idea to his friend, our CEO, Avinoc, to say, hey, let's take all the knowledge, all we know, and make the actual best possible blockchain for our purpose, for tokenization of assets. So they have put something together which is quite amazing, because a blockchain with 50,000 transactions per second, officially, unofficially, even more, is something very special. Bitcoin is 6 or 7 transactions per second. These are 8. So the competitors or the other players are much slower in that field. There are not so many other blockchains on that speed level. It might be in the future. There will be not only one in the world. That is also obviously clear, but that has been made in a very smart way, in a decentralized way, and it's the future. Everything will be decentralized. Centralized solution will be part of history very soon, and have done it very greatly.
Absolutely. And I always use this example of buying a coffee. You know, Bitcoin, 8 transactions, 7, 6, whatever it is. It takes a while until my coffee is paid, plus the transaction fees and so on. So having something for your day-to-day life by having twice as many transactions compared to Visa card, for example, impressive. Thank you so much, Carsten. Next question to you, Dr. Zeniq. Let me also introduce you a bit more. This gentleman is coming from India, but traveling the world. I had the pleasure in the past to be with him on stage all over the Middle East and India region. It is just a pleasure to work with him. And he even make his doctor degree in blockchain technology, which is quite amazing. I need this as well, Zeniq. I want this square black hat when we are done, Carsten. We have to do this. I want to be a doctor as well. That's for sure. Zeniq, my second question is, you are from India. India is one of the leading countries when it comes to blockchain, when it comes to crypto. In your point of view, from all the stuff inside this ecosystem we have in Zeniq, like the hub, like our app, like the exchange, like the debit card, where do you see for the India-based community, which is huge in Zeniq already, what are they looking forward the most, what they can't wait to get, and why do you see that is a solution for so many of your people from beautiful India? Your voice? You're not... Try again.
Am I audible now?
Perfect. Yes.
So thanks a lot, Tom, for inviting me and giving a nice introduction. And as far as India is considered, definitely India is one of the most booming country in the globe in terms of cryptocurrency. As you can see in Binance, also the world's biggest number of users are from India, and the biggest number of crypto holders are also from India. But unfortunately, in India, like people have never got an opportunity to work with a legitimate company having real products. Like they have
Yes.
been like misused with a lot of fake companies or scams coming out in the market, because the knowledge of cryptocurrency and blockchain is available only with very limited people, and there were some scammers who tried to misuse it. And so people know the potential of this industry, but at the same time they are a bit skeptic due to this past experience. But with the Zeniq stuff, like when I look into this thing, like we have perfect combination of everything. Like we have a very, very strong profile on document. We have His Highness Sheikh Said bin Ashar Al Maktoum as a shareholder in this company, which anybody can verify. Like that makes it so powerful to have a concrete person on board, because like in the crypto scene, everybody knows that Dubai is world's one of the most leading player in terms of blockchain. So having one of the Sheikh family member from Dubai on board as a partner, it makes it very legitimate. Secondly, the products like the Zeniq Hub, because in India, we know like there are a huge number of direct selling associates, network marketers, whom we call as full-time leaders, but
Mhm.
they are too far from these crypto companies because they find this that not a legitimate thing, because they like to deal with real products and having something value for money, but
You
like
can
and
grab
not
something.
with
Yeah.
any financial product. But here we are having real products being sold, which makes it legitimate, like a legal direct selling company like Amway, Forever, or XYZ companies. At the same time, it gives the entire possibility of earning huge earning potential as in the crypto space. So people can experience the like longevity of a legal direct selling company, at the same time can have the faster income of a crypto company. So we have both in place in a single platform. So
I
and
was
with other add-on products, it's fabulous.
I was expecting you are saying this. I was working for years in India, as you know, and the people, they want to see always an office. They want to touch something, and that's difficult. And then you have the 95% of scammers out there by purpose, or it just happened. I'm totally with you. That's beautiful. Okay, next one, Carsten. Can you give us a better understanding of the power of tokenization? To be quite honest, I never heard of this word even before I get touched, let's say, approached by Zeniq management. That was the main reason, basically, to build this blockchain. And it might become the biggest market ever. Not too many have a clue what it really means. So maybe you can open up the window for what it means to probably become a blockchain where this huge market will come into by this turnkey solution we are presenting or we are preparing.
Yes, the Zeniq project is tokenization of asset, physical asset, patents, legal rights, any sort of physical value, precious metals or gemstones, anything, absolutely anything, any fabrication, any wind park, solar farms, anything you can imagine. So if you just think about what is the value of all asset on this world,
Big.
I don't have even a number for it. Maybe it's quadrillions of dollars or even bigger. I don't know even there's a word for it, but it's huge. It's huge amount of traditional money in all sort of asset. And the digitalization, the tokenization of these assets is the transition from the old financial world into the new world. Not less than that. So it could be properties or anything you can imagine. So the old traditional stock markets will fade out over time and will transit into this blockchain-based new systems where manipulation cannot happen anymore, like we have seen recently. All this fake stuff, having exchanges, allowing to buy, not to sell, all those funny games we have seen this year, it's on this digital world not anymore possible. So it's huge. There's a tsunami, a positive tsunami of business coming into the blockchain world. And if I see today 2 point little bit billion value of all cryptos, which is approximately 60% of Apple, not more than that. It's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. If the old traditional money and people and business and assets are all moving to the blockchain world, it will be X thousand-fold and more to come in the next few coming years. So we are in the beginning. at the biggest fourth industrial revolution the world has ever seen.
Yes.
4% of people are in touch with cryptos, 96% doesn't know even how that works. So the same is with traditional assets and money. If you have tokenized projects, just imagine you want to invest in a big property, how's the traditional finance work? Quite complicated, legal stuff and so on. If you tokenize a project, existing or new one, it's much faster, it's much easier, it's a more democratic way because everybody can participate and can be a shareholder, if you say so, on this world. It's time to do so. It's unavoidable. It's not stoppable. It's coming anyway. The question is, who comes with us early enough?
Exactly. And when this all is kind of based and has to make use of the Zeniq coin, I mean, what I was talking about, this is insane. And what I like most, and you just pointed out very good, talking about Africa, my beautiful country, Ghana, I've been there several times. Let's say you are in a little village over there. You are not probably having even a passport. What you have is your mobile phone. So to get a Tesla share certificate or from Coca-Cola or from Google, it's quite impossible. But here, all you need is that, and suddenly you're a shareholder of a plane, of the tallest building in the world, of a soccer team, of a cricket team. That's absolutely amazing. And it gives the chances back to people all over the world. Great. Absolutely. Next question I like to address to both of you. Maybe we start with Vanish. And this is, I put the headline, cow or milk. Because most people looking at this interview, they know what Zeniq is doing. And they see, okay, if I buy those minting processors in-house or the physical device, I will get whatever, 1, 2, 3 coins per day. That goes down. What if I put the same money and buy those coins, which at the very beginning might be the better idea, but probably not the best when it comes to long-term or even medium-term. So what is your advice, Vinish, to your community when it comes to, hey, buy tokens, buy hubs, do both? And where do you see, if you don't mind, where do you personally, by your experience, see the Zeniq token, let's say end of this year, let's say in the years to come? If you want to share, we know it's not a financial advice, but your feeling with your expertise would be highly appreciated.
Definitely, Tom. I would like to tell one of my experience. I came to know about Bitcoin for the first time in 2014. And that time it was through one of a network marketing company. And the leader who was told me this concept, the top leader in that company, he was on a monthly capping, like ceiling amount. And his capping was 300 Bitcoin per month. And,
what?
300 Bitcoin was nothing that time. Like one Bitcoin was like hardly $100, $120. So he was making almost a very decent amount that time. But he was making almost $30,000 in a month, which is like 300 Bitcoin per month was the max out in that company. But $300 he comes into it and he spends, and like when that $100 Bitcoin went to $200 or $250, then he sold all those Bitcoin. And yes. Today when I meet them or the people near to him, and they don't even have one Bitcoin at this moment, because as the Bitcoin was growing, so they never had it. So it happens with almost everybody out in the market. I personally, I gifted my wife 100 BNB when the price of one BNB was just $10. I gave her $1,000. And when that $10 stuff became 20, 23, 25, she was waiting for it. Then when it came back from 25 back to $18, then she sold it at $18, $19. Then she thought, oh, it will again come back to $10. So it will happen with everybody. So if we buy Zeniq, BNB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other currency, everybody has the leverage to buy it because it is a decentralized world and it is available in the public exchanges. But that will limit you to a certain profit in the long term if you go. Because ultimately we are not machines, we are human beings, and our emotions, like we will skip out of our emotions at any point of time. So maybe we will make some good profit, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x. But the long-term potential possibility to have this Zeniq coin minted even after 17, 18 years, that's tremendous once you have a minting power. And second thing, the minting power is very limited one only because we can buy the coins even on a later phase also, but the machines or the hubs, once it is sold out, we will not even have the opportunity to buy it at the later stage. So I think buying minting hub will be a smarter decision for the long term. But if somebody is too much having a dilemma to choose between things, I would suggest to have a hub or few hubs and have some coins also purchased for a mental satisfaction. But I'm sure that these coins will give them good profit in the initial phase, but later on, sooner, later, definitely these hubs are the one which is going to pay them the real profit.
100%. That's the problem, Carsten. Yeah, we don't know. Let's say the Zeniq price reaches $10 in the next months to come. If we knew this today, I would say get as many hubs as possible, because then if I decide to do it, then the production will be so less. So what is your insight? What is your advice to your community?
I say from day one, collect as many hubs as you can. Either you buy them or you're an active promoter and you make use of the special sales packages. However, get as many as you can. It's not only, which is a valid point from Dr. Vinesh, to have continuous production of coins, even after 10, 15, maybe 18 years. Who knows where the value will be? 18 months ago, Ethereum was at $60. Just imagine, 18 months. It's nothing. What will happen in 10 years? That's we cannot even imagine what will be. But it's another point, a very another point. This physical device, what we have, will be just for security purpose a main reason to own it, regardless if you mint coins or not. Because if you have read the news in Kraken, North America, where central exchanges are being forced to freeze accounts, I always recommend never keep any asset on centralized systems, banks, exchanges, whatever. Keep it on your own. And this physical hardware device is the safest place on earth to keep your assets. You manage and you maintain your own asset. You decide what you exchange into fiat if you have a verified account with a bank account or not. You have a connected debit card and all sort of stuff. The exchange is running on it. So there are so many other benefits, additional master nodes running for Eurocoin and other projects in the future. There's so much more. Even if this device wouldn't mint a single coin, I strongly recommend to get as many as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also after or since some time, I tell to my neighbors and friends who are asking what I'm doing and so on, I tell them this is the must-have just by the features. And by the way, it gives you even some coins, which is free of charge. And that is what people have to understand. And now with this Avinoc airdrop, we can calculate. Avinoc, in my understanding, and this will be the next topic, will reach $10, will reach $100. I don't know if in a year or in 5 years, but the concept is so beautiful. That means, anyway, my hubs bought today will be free of charge after a while. So let's talk about Avinoc, Carsten. What is your opinion about this project? Because you are so much in touch with the founders. You are even guiding them when it comes to certain exchanges to get listed. I think there's no one in the company who has this insider information. So let me start again with you. Why Avinoc? What do you see in this project beside airplanes and luxury travel with a click of a button?
It's a huge global problem-solving solution. There's a huge problem in the private business, ambulance, charter, freight industry, because this all counts together. It's not just a wealthy business jet. There's a whole more thing in this industry, and nobody knows really where is an airplane flying, reaching, arriving, when to get the next fuel, and also on. There is no real system behind. Everything is manually. People have to call, where's the next captain, where's the crew, when I can get the fuel. Everything is done individually with a lot of efforts, a lot of time-consuming things. And the founder himself is a pilot. He's in the industry since decades. And I have regular touch with him, that is correct. And it's what they have developed the last couple of years, since 2017, is just amazing. Having an online connected blockchain-based system connecting all bits and pieces in the whole airline industry. Anything for ambulance jet, anything for cargo jets, anything for business jet, private jets, charter, whatever you can think of. So just imagine you had to decide you want to go from Dubai to Delhi or to Düsseldorf to our home place. You open the app and within 5 minutes you can find, identify and pay for a flight. Make everything happen, including rental car and everything with his own Avinoc token, which is a money system which can be used to pay even for that flight. Just imagine if you buy the token in recent weeks on 4, 8, 10, 12, 20 cents, how much value will be in 1 or 2 years. Yes, of course. I see $10, $100 and much more, definitely. Over time. Nothing comes overnight. Nothing shoots to the sky just like that.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of it. The whole idea is nice. The understanding for people such as my parents, if I tell them you are buying a token, they will never understand. That's for them monopoly. That's, but if I tell them you're a shareholder or you are owning a piece of a jet, of an airplane, and when this airplane is used more often and it makes profit, that will be reflecting on these tokens like a share. They understand. But the other point, that I can stake the money, the tokens, I can get a return, but also whatever I get in return, I can cash out by a hopefully increasing price. But I also can make use of it to upgrade my flight next in the summer with you and the team to the Maldives, or to Delhi to say hello to Vinish, or to Kerala, or wherever you are. I don't know, Vinish. That's so beautiful. And let's get back to you, Vinish. So how do you like this idea? Uber, that is a good picture. Uber for private jets, which means it will become cheaper. It will be probably not more than a business class ticket, but much more luxury. And you can go wherever you exactly want. So what is your understanding? What do you like about this project? And maybe again, for this huge country of India, what it means to have something like that in place. Hello. Please talk. Vinish. Now he left the room. Let's see if he's coming back now.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, okay. No problem. That's live. Okay, now you're back. Let's check.
Am I audible, Tom?
Yes. Did you get my question before you dropped out?
Yes, I can hear. There is some issue. Like, my voice is audible. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So actually a call came from in my phone. That's why it got disconnected.
Okay.
So, yeah. So Uber, definitely I like this concept, because people, like, earlier it was even a dream for a person to fly in a flight. So that was the biggest dream for most of the people here in India, like in remote villages and all, to when they see the flights flying overhead, like to even enter into a flight was a big dream. But nowadays, due to this price and all, it has come down and it has been easy for people to afford a flight. But till now, nobody in the as in the middle class family can even think of owning an airplane or a flight or a jet. But this makes us possible to have a share of a flight, and
yes,
it can generate revenue for us in the lifetime. And this will, like, the price of that may keep on appreciating as we have seen in the past, plus we will be generating profit out of that. And like Uber, like nobody believed that Uber would be a really big concept when it started, but now it has become one of the biggest companies in the world, biggest taxi companies in the world, even without owning a single taxi. So
exactly.
Avinoc can also become one of the biggest airlines company without owning any airline company, because it is, if Uber was just using the internet power, but Avinoc is using the internet plus blockchain power. So with blockchain, it makes much more safer and secure and make more futuristic to have a very, very innovative solution. So definitely Avinoc is going to have a huge potential possibility in all the aspects in the future.
Beautiful picture you gave. Absolutely. I don't need to fly private jets as long as I earn on others doing it, because I have this insider information. That's perfectly fine. So next question, two more to come. To you, Carsten. Avinoc staking. Again, not the cow and the milk this time, but we have the staking offer where you can get up to 11% of the number of tokens you own. So the question is, again, how do you advise all your community you are meeting a couple of times a week, do so staking for 5, for 10, for even 15 years probably, or make use of the price today, see it growing twice or 3 times, cash out and say, thank you so much. What is, in your understanding, the better choice?
I believe the first choice, the staking option, is the better choice. First of all, if I commit to a certain time, I cannot take it out, which is not bad at all, you know, because if you have bought in early enough, if the price is appreciated already a certain amount before the staking is even starting. Some of us has an average cost of 10, 15, 20 cents. Now we have 46, 47. When staking is starting, maybe 50, 60, who knows? We will see. And if we put it in our system, we know we get an affiliate commission. So a big amount of that investment already comes back before it's even starting. Some get even the full amount back before it's even starting. So there's no question then, of course, going for the longest term, because 11% by 100% appreciation on the volume for the business, it's the way to go, because the number of token is so huge. It's coming for 15 years every day, and I believe the token price will rise nicely over time. So it becomes an exponentially growing passive income over time, and we can afford more and more travel, flights, hotel vacation with our families and loved ones. So that's my choice for sure.
Or, which is also being offered by Safir, is this compounding. And you know, when we met last time, we had this calculator site, what it really means if you own, let's say 100,000 tokens, just as an example. And instead of cashing it out for 1 year, for half a year, for a certain time, I'm putting my interest, my staking rewards back into staking. This goes to insane numbers. And I was very bad in maths in my school times, but this is, that is massive. So we just lost Anish, but now he's back for the last question. I have to not make it too long, and we should repeat those interviews with a certain topic.
One comment.
Please.
One comment to your compounding thing. You
Yes.
see, the danger is that people get greedy because they see the crazy numbers. I recommend after a certain time, make 50-50, 50% reinvestment, 50% taking out, and everything will be beautifully fine.
Absolutely. We have the flexibility. That's also good. And that gives also an idea that it is a serious system. It's not saying, okay, if you decide now, Carlos, the next 15 years, you cannot change. No, you can do 1 month like this. 1 month you are cashing out. You have your holiday coming up. Beautiful. So now Vinesh was already talking about so many scams in blockchain and crypto world, not only in India, it happens all across the globe. Now we have with Safir, first of all, the exclusive provider of selling the hardware, bringing the staking tips alive, having this beautiful referral program. Normally, this is always tricky. Most things related to a kind of business building in crypto slash in blockchain, most of the companies are gone or are going to leave very soon. Both of you are referring it. And I believe you do it for the same reason I do it, because I have to. I believe so much into it. Even if I'm not getting a certain referral commission, I have to talk to my loved ones about it. What is your side to it? Let me start with Vinesh, if he's not dropping out again, as your final statement. Oh, he's already dropped out again. So I have to start with you, Carsten, to this last point.
Yes, I love it. I totally love it. I recommend staking ideas since 2 years when we have some nice token coin on
Binance. Learned a lot from you. Yes.
Yes, we have done nice magic stuff all time again. We just did it because it was the right thing to do. Now we get even affiliate commission for it, which is a dream. You know, it has never happened before. We are the only one in the world where Avinoc has made a marketing budget for limited of time to put this affiliate commissioning out, which is great. And of course, I recommend use it as long as it's available. It's limited.
Dr. Vinesh, I know you have some trouble with dropping out and in. Could you understand the last question and give your...
No, you should repeat the question once again.
You know what I do? We are live here. I'm not repeating the question. I just ask you something else. That will be the final input. So we have Safir as an interface. We have Zeniq. We have the first tokenization project, Avinoc, coming with staking. Seeing the overall system, what is your final words? What is your advice for the people listening from all over the globe by your experience? What to do now? What to check probably? What is the best advice as an expert you can give to the audience?
If somebody is looking for a real-time, long-term career in direct selling industry and as a long-term investment in cryptocurrency, so investment in Zeniq is one of the best thing to do. And Zeniq and Safir is one of the best investment which can be done for a long-term really good profit. And Safir is one of the most rewarding compensation plan which I have seen, where people can take care of really, really good profits in terms of the volume generated and the profit and the commission generated, plus the passive incomes what you can generate. So, and plus all the legal compliances being taken care of with such a wonderful product. So in network marketing, we call like 4 P's, 4 pillars of a network marketing company. One is profile of the company, second is product, then payout plan, and the professional training and support system. So here we have a perfect blend of all these 4 things. Profile is very strong. The product what we are marketing, Zeniq and Avinoc, it's marvelous. And then the payout plan is superb. And then the professional training and support system, like as you have been doing till now. So this is very powerful. And the only thing, if people are ready, like if you are ready to make really good, like shape up your future, then definitely this is one of the best things which we can find in this year. And 2022 can be your year. And if you have not even made at least one Bitcoin in your crypto portfolio till now, so this is the opportunity to make that at least in 2022.
Maybe not 300 per day, what the story was you giving us, but a couple of them. You're so right. Let me add one thing, which I believe is very important. Those founders back in 2017 and 2018 were not here to say what we can do in network. Let's create a product. Let's do network. Not at all. The product for the first years was just developed until the prototype. Then to understand if you want to go decentralized as fast as possible, how to do so, to reach out to the 3-4% by press releases or by TV, or making use of a customer referral program and affiliate program to, how can I say, to pay, to give back to those helping to become that decentralized. And that is so smart. And it's a huge difference to the approach than all the other companies, most of the other companies in the world. I love it. I'm so thankful to have you here on this March 3rd. I believe on behalf of everybody listening today or with the recording, they get a better insight. Join our group, which have such power coming from time to time, even also, how can I say, supported by roadshows. Dr. Vinish, I told you we will have in May the first, our team in Safir in Dubai, where our community can join and have 3-4 days they will never forget. This is one of the examples. The other examples are you gentlemen, because this expertise is just exclusive for this group. So thank you so much, Carsten. Thank you so much, Dr. Vinish. For those who are live with us, we will, after another minute of break, we will share some news with you, and then we are done for this open house. Thank you so much, Dr. Vinish. Carsten, one more time.
Thank
Rock
you.
and roll. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.